Hi Bowl Bakers, the lovely Olivia Crouppen is back by popular demand.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me.
Olivia is my culinary assistant. She also is an expert in all things healthy.
I'm so excited for today's recipe. We're going to be making guilt-free vegan brownies.
So when Olivia told me she wanted to do this, I was really excited because I get so many requests for brownie recipes with no egg. So I'm delighted that finally I can put this up on the website.
You're gonna love these, they are awesome. Should we get started?
Yeah.
So the first thing that we're going to do is make a flax egg. A flax egg is a really great replacement for a regular egg if you're vegan or if you have egg allergies. Have you ever made one before?
I have, and it's actually really fascinating if you haven't done it already.
It's kind of wild. What you do is you take your flax, you mix it with water, and you let it sit for a little bit, and it sort of blooms, and it gives you that same jelly texture that you get from egg whites. So then from there, all you have to do is use it like regular egg. So in a large bowl, we're going to add all of our dry ingredients, which is almond flour, coconut sugar, baking soda, a little bit of salt, and cocoa powder. I really love to use almond flour in my baking. It's actually not a flour at all. It's just ground almonds, and it adds a lot of really nice texture. It's really moist because it's actually just made of nuts. Have you ever used almond flour before?
Yeah, and I love to use it because I've got a really great chocolate cake recipe that has a little bit of flour, but more almond meal or almond flour. Yeah, it's really easy to make. All you do is blend up some almonds. It is on my website, and also the recipe for these brownies can be found on biggerbolderbaking.com as well.
Okay, Gem, will you go ahead and mix that up for me?
I generally have all these ingredients in my cupboard. I don't always have coconut sugar, and I'm guessing that home they might not either.
Well, first off, what is coconut sugar? Coconut sugar is actually unrefined sugar that is taken from coconuts, and it has a similar taste and texture to brown sugar. It really adds that extra like molasses flavor. If you can't get it, brown sugar is a really great substitute.
Well, I always have brown sugar, and also we know how to make our own brown sugar, so we're winning over here. How's this looking?
That looks great. That's perfectly mixed up. You got no lumps. We're ready to roll.
Okay, so what's the next step?
So the next step is to combine our wet ingredients.
Lovely.
So here we have a bowl of melted chocolate. Just like regular brownies, we're going to take our melted chocolate and add in a little bit of fat. Instead of using butter or vegetable oil, in this case, we're going to be using almond butter, which help keep these brownies vegan.
Nice.
So the next thing is maple syrup. Maple syrup adds just a little bit of extra sweetness, and it's kind of fudgy, keeps things moist. So the next ingredient is just a little bit of coconut oil. I really like that this whole recipe only takes 1/4 cup of oil. If you don't have coconut oil or you haven't used it before, feel free to sub it out for vegetable oil or sunflower oil. So now we're gonna add in our flax egg. I really am excited for you guys to see this. Look at that! Look at that!
It doesn't move, it's jelly.
Hey, careful! Okay, so what you just saw there is exactly what I wanted you guys to see. This is bloomed. In other words, it's sort of like taken on this like jelly form, and if you really think about it, it's really similar to an egg. So all this does is add like body and really nice texture to the wet ingredients so that ultimately when we bake up our brownies, we don't say, oh, it's missing something. So what we do is we take this and we just mix it right in.
And also, if you want to learn how to make a flax egg and actually other egg substitutes for your baking, there is a very helpful chart on
biggerbolderbaking.com. Okay guys, check that out. You can see that the wet ingredients have kind of transformed and almost like taken on a life of their own. They're really, really thick, and they look like a pretty amazing and fudgy brownie batter. Am I right?
Yes, it tastes very fudgy.
So our last step, just like any other brownie recipe, is to add our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients.
I'm excited. I'm waiting for these brownies, Liv.
Then just mix your wet and dry ingredients together until they form a rich and thick batter.
Oh, I'm allowed to do that.
Oh, hello.
It's vegan though. You're allowed to because there's no eggs.
She's right. I could eat this raw. That said, now at this point, we get it into our tin and into the oven. What would a brownie be without big old chocolate chunks?
Okay, they're looking great. Now bake them off at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for roughly 20 to 25 minutes.
Vegan brownies! Guys, can you say hello to my finished vegan brownies? Look at them. Look at all the chocolate. Look at all the goo. These are the ultimate guilt-free brownies. They've got all kinds of ingredients that you have at home that you can feel really good about eating. You don't have to worry about allergies or any special dietary restrictions, and you're losing out on none of the fudge factor, none of the deliciousness. Just look at what we're dealing with here.
So check this out. This is what I was hoping for when you told me that we were going to be making brownies. Vegan or not, that looks awesome. Ooh. You see? Liv, that's my kind of brownie.
Wait for it, wait for it.
Because it's like just the middle of a brownie. Like no edges, no nothing. Just pure fudgy, yummy middleness. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here really soon for more bigger,
Bolder
baking.